What up, party people? We are back with a brand new edition, which I'm super excited about. I'm a couple minutes late because I had to record a video for TikTok Talk, where, guess what I'm talking about? Signs and synchronicities. But in all seriousness, that's what my video was just about. It will drop tomorrow. So, I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Jen. I'm your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption to work in your favor, because that's what it's all about. Who decided that you needed to follow the law when you should be leveraging the law to work for you? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Lulu. Hey, CC bestie. Hey, Kathy girlfriend. So, also, if you're interested in having me manifest for you, or you want one-on-one coaching with me so we can figure out where you're going wrong so we can get it right, we recreate your SP on the spot together. We also go through affirmations. I lay out a very nice, clean plan for you, very simple for you to follow, okay? Because it's all about least amount of effort, biggest results. I manifested my SP back from no contact to fully living with me in a matter of 4 weeks, so I'm here to help you do the same. Also, I have a bunch of shit. Okay, I got hypnosis recordings, sleep meditations, whatever it is whatever your pleasure. I also have text coaching as well available. So just browse around. The links are in the bio. Also, if you're interested in joining my my WhatsApp community, where you can get inspired by all of the massive success stories that are popping off around there. Hey, Marcy. Then go ahead. Join now before it turns into not free when I get around to it. Also, I have a live event coming up. Hey, Matthew Bestie. I have a live event coming up on April 4th, which, in my defense, I did not realize was the day before Easter. Okay, but imagine going into Easter with no negative emotions, yeah? I'm going to help you release all of your negative emotions, stemming all the way back from when you first experienced them, so that we can, move forward. And so therefore you don't have them holding you back. So when you think about old story, when you think about old version of SP, you don't have any emotional connection there anymore, right? It doesn't bother you anymore. You're not spiraling. You're not going and getting all sad and crying. That all goes away, okay? And if you sign up for the live event, don't worry, you get lifetime access to the replays if you cannot attend. And because I want you to be able to do this as often as you need to, okay? Also, you're going to get my course on releasing your negative beliefs as well, your limiting beliefs, excuse me. So therefore, those aren't holding you back either. I'm trying to help you guys out so you guys can manifest your SPs like, today, okay? Because I'm really tired of coming on here and getting emotional with you guys. Okay. One talk, or are you coaching us through the whole journey? Teddy Bear, text coaching is not one message. No, it's not one message. Okay, you get an entire month of support. And then if you want to continue, you can continue as well. Okay, but yeah, it walks you through your journey. Okay, we keep you in check, we help you out, and we get it done. Hey, Mark, our friend. Okay, so since you all are here, I still would like for you to watch my video tomorrow. Okay. But let's talk about signs, okay? Because it's like somebody messaged me earlier today and said that there's a lot of different information on the internet when it comes to manifesting your SP. Oh, Clarissa, I don't know. I think it's 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. Yeah, so I can go live an hour before that. And it's going to be like 2 hours, because we have to release anger and sadness back to back. We cannot release anger and then take a potty break, because the second you release anger, it's like peeling back an onion, right? The second we release anger, the waterworks start to pour, okay? Because now you're into the sadness, okay? So usually there's a deep emotional experience you have the second you release anger. So we immediately release sadness right after. So therefore, you're not crying anymore. And it's very powerful, because a lot of body pains that you may have now, you'll find will go away, because your emotions are not just stored in your mind. Your emotions are stored all throughout your body. Okay, so all throughout your body are your emotions as well. So you will find that that's right. That's right, Mark. Fuck the 3D. Fuck the 3D. It will try to trigger you. But you know what? You can't let it trigger you. You cannot let it trigger you. Hey, bestie girlfriend. You can't let the 3D try to trigger you because it's going to. It's going to because you're living in it, which is why I can't stand all these bitches out here that are like, ignore the 3D. Huh? What are you talking about? I've never heard about the O method. This is why I stay off of manifestation TikToks. Because they just, basically they try to come up with anything they can to make a name for themselves. Okay? If there's ever a method at the end of anything, you know, it's people trying to make a name for themselves. Other than, of course, my photo method, because it works, obviously. So it works, okay? But I would stay away from that, right? Somebody said there's a lot of there's a lot of conflicting information. He didn't know who he should listen to. And so my answer is very simple. I said, I'm not saying you need to listen to me. I mean, I highly suggest you do. Thanks, Blotsby. But even if it's not me you're listening to, you should, when it comes specifically to SPs, you should only be listening to people that have actually manifested their SP back. Keyword here is back, not manifested NSP. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. But there's a lot of people out there telling you that, right? And I appreciate their honesty, I do. But manifesting a new SP from scratch and manifesting an SP back are not the same thing. Anyone can manifest an SP. Like, duh. Hey, Sibo, where the hell you been, bitch? Okay, I mean, and that's just the reality of things. Like, every one of your SPs is a manifestation, so there's that part. You really don't need to hire somebody for that shit. But there's just something different when you're manifesting an SP back. Or you notice, and it's not necessarily just about manifesting an SP back. Like, what if you're in a relationship now, but you notice that they're pulling away, right? They're pulling back, or they're changing. Well, Christina, you can manifest your allergies away by not identifying with having an allergy, okay? So it depends on what your allergy is, okay? So you can identify as not having an allergy, okay? What allergies? I have no allergies. I literally have no allergies. Nothing. I have no reaction to whatever it is that you have an allergy for, okay? There's also oh yeah, I want to read your welcome to mail. I read it. I forgot to respond. God damn it. But there's actually something about manifesting or there's actually a technique, should I say. Yeah, I read it, welcome Mo, and I'm excited for you, but let's keep going, okay? We're gonna keep going. Oh, allergy to your cat. There's actually a technique that will release your allergy to your cat. Okay, so basically here's what it is in a nutshell. It's a visualization exercise where basically what you would do is you would take a big, you would visualize your cat, okay, in your mind. And you would imagine yourself going all in his shit. Because my daughter has a cat. She used to have a cat allergy too. You imagine going all in his shit, like rubbing his face all over you, like all in your nose, right? Because what's going to happen is it's going to trigger your allergy. It is. Even though you actually didn't rub your nose into a cat, your subconscious mind doesn't know that, okay? So if you're visualizing yourself rubbing your nose into a cat, you will get an allergic reaction, but that's okay. So what you do then is you now imagine your cat and a glass wall going up between you and your cat, okay? And then all of a sudden, cat allergy goes away. So you can do that. I can actually walk you. If you guys, do a lot of you guys have an allergy to an animal or to anything? Because if you have an allergy, what I'll do in our WhatsApp group, just for fun, is I'll record a video on how to get rid of your allergy. Okay, no matter what it is. Now, obviously, don't do the exercise if you require an EpiPen, okay? Because if you require an EpiPen, somebody would need to be there with you, okay? Okay. So there's that part. But you have an allergy to people, Angela. But yeah, it actually works very well for that. Same with if you have a phobia about something. There's a technique to get rid of a phobia. Like, let's say you have a fear of like spiders. They creep me out. If you have, I literally buy a big thing of freaking spider spray. Yes, spider spray. And because there's like a season where they come out, and no, I go to town on their ass, like Rambo. I carry the whole thing, and then I'm like, but yeah, that was a long story. But anyway, that's how you can get rid of an allergy, okay? But you can also get rid of the allergy by not identifying as having one. Like, I love my cat. I have no cat allergy. Like, I have no allergic reaction to my cat, right? Or to cats in general. I love cats. I used to not. I have a love-hate relationship with cats, actually. Let's not lie to ourselves. I love cats sometimes. But what I don't love about cats is that they're climbers. And they climb into shit. I used to have, so like I have this walk-in closet, right? And they would climb into it. And when I was getting ready to move, I went to go pull my, very expensive handbags from the top of my closet to find out that my cats were urinating up there. And then if they don't like you, because I left to go out of town and they were resentful with my boyfriend at the time, and they would jump right on you, right on the bed, and just look at your leg and get on it and just pee. So there's that part. That was such a side little tangent on cats. What's going on with you, Dawn? I'm trying to go up to find out what's going on with Dawn. Okay, help. I'm not getting any movement anymore. Okay, Dawn, if you're not getting any movement anymore, it's because you're wavering. Okay, you're wavering. So instead, you need to focus on the movement. Oh, I'll look at yours, Honored One, today. If you're not seeing movement, or movement stalls, it's because you're wavering on something. Okay, either you force the 3D in some kind of way, therefore it pulled back, or you're wavering when it comes to consistent movement. Okay, so let's say here, and this is how it always starts. I tell you guys, everything is a pattern. You have to understand it's all a pattern, okay? But patterns only get created on one fucking time. One time. So let's say that you and your SP are talking every day, right? He texts you every day and you're talking every day. Then all of a sudden, you don't hear from him for one day. Then every hour that goes by, you don't hear from him, you start to get in your thoughts about it. So all you do is now extend the time. So this is where now movement stops, right? Because it's like we were talking every day, then all of a sudden, I don't hear from him for 12 hours. So leading up to those 12 hours, you're checking your phone, checking the 3D, and you're in your thought space about it. And so because of that, 12 hours turns into 24 hours. Oh, now you're in your thoughts even more about it. Now 24 hours turns into 2 days, turns into 4 weeks, and so forth, until you course correct in your thoughts and don't worry about the time. So it's like you don't hear from him for a day. It's like, no, he's totally busy. It's fine. He's actually contacting me right now, right? He's totally contacting me right now. It's totally fine. Then all of a sudden, what's going to happen? You're going to get a message. And oftentimes it'll say something like, hey, sorry, I was busy. Of course, because you assign meaning to everything. Only you can give meaning to everything. So if they don't talk to you one day and you're over here like, something's wrong. Like, did I say something wrong? Why isn't he talking to me? Well, now what happens? You're just extending the time, and now that stalls movement, because you're not seeing movement anymore, that's on you. It's because you've extended that time. So you went from talking every day to now not hearing from him for 3 days because you created that. Because in your mind went to the dark side because you didn't hear from him. So you can't do that. Okay, Dawn? So that's fine. Just course correct. Just course correct. Just course correct. And you'll be totally fine. Okay, you'll be totally fine if you just course correct on that. And you'll get the movement right back, right? This is where evolution comes into play, okay? This is where evolution comes into play. And you know, because here's the thing, if we, here's really something that should help you guys out, okay? Actually, I intend that it will, is this is where we take the principles, let's take the core principles of law of assumption, right? And then say, okay, so how can I make that work for me, right? How can I leverage this? I know where I fault. How can I leverage this to work for me? You can literally create because everything's an assumption. Everything is an assumption, okay? So there's no fact unless you choose to give it a fact, okay? So it's like, this is why, I tell you guys, this is why you guys have bad eyesight if you're wearing glasses. It didn't start that way. They didn't start that way. But you went to when you're a child, they like to do a checkup, right? And they do like a hearing test and a vision test every time you do a checkup as a child. Okay, and so because of that, they're like, you know, God forbid, I have to, as an adult, I have to focus intently on those fucking hearing tests. Because I'm like, was that a goddamn noise? Oh, I think that was a noise too. But the vision test, just because you couldn't read the very fine little letters at the bottom with, you know, like this or this, and you got 4 wrong, they're like, you need glasses. She needs glasses. So your parents they took the doctor at their word and went and got you glasses. You didn't actually have a vision problem necessarily. You just couldn't read the very fine little shit at the bottom, which the average person can't read. Okay, so then they took their word for it. They went and got you glasses, and now your vision has been relied on the glasses. So now your vision gets worse. It's like an allergy. It's like, you know, they say that you're not supposed to give like your daughter honey or whatever before the age of 3 or some shit like that. Obviously, you can tell I don't listen to that stuff, but that's what they say. And so because of that, or you have a slight rash because you ate something, right? And now what do you do as a parent? You stop giving it to them. So because of that, their immune system weakens from that, and now they believe they have an allergy to that, therefore it amplifies, and that becomes true for them. Versus if you would have kept giving that shit to them and told them, no, you're totally fine, they would not have the allergy today. That's how that works. So we say, okay, so how can I leverage? If everything is an assumption and I'm in charge and in control of my assumptions and I know myself, then I'm going to start telling myself now that it doesn't matter what I fucking do. I can never fuck this up. I can never screw up my manifestation. Ever. Ever. Doesn't matter what I do. Doesn't matter what I do. I can't screw it up. Because everything's an assumption, right? So if you sit there and you look at everybody else saying, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're listening to them and now creating that assumption, right? Versus what if you did the opposite and was like, no, fuck that. What are you talking about? I can't screw it up. I can't screw it up. Or it just sets it back for a day, right? That's where when I tell you guys, stop saying that you fucked it up or you screwed up. Instead, I always tell you guys, because I always tell you I won't create assumptions in you that don't benefit you. So I've said numerous times that if you waver, if you spiral, whatever, just pick yourself up and move forward, because you only set it back a day or 2 max. That's why I tell you guys that, because I would prefer you to have that assumption than the fact that it's never coming, right? Because in my reality, I have that assumption. Therefore, I can say something. I can do something. And yeah, do I course correct? Of course. Do I flip the thoughts? Yes, I do. Do I affirm? Yes, I do. But I also have the assumption that it only sets back a day. Literally. Therefore, what do you think happens? At most, it sets back a day, if that, and then pushes right on forward, because that's an assumption I have created, okay? So you tell yourself whatever the fuck you want. Tell yourself whatever you want. Like, no, if I wavered, it's totally fine. I only set it back a day. It's totally fine. Now I'm course correcting, right? Which is why we say whatever shows up today is only based on yesterday's assumptions, right? One day, okay? So therefore it benefits you to think that way. Then I screwed it up and it's just never fucking coming. That doesn't help you at all, okay? That doesn't help you at all. And so start telling yourself that. This is not something, you have to understand, not everything is an affirmation, okay? Well, every thought is an affirmation. So let me retract that statement. But not everything needs to be robotically affirmed, okay? Not everything does. So it's like, let's say you waver in your thoughts today, okay? Or you verbally say something to your SP. Then you flip it in your mind, you affirm, but tell yourself, be like, no, it's totally fine. Everything between us is fine. We're good. Tomorrow, we'll be right back on track. And therefore, that becomes true for you over and over and over again. That becomes true for you, okay? But I'm not saying drop the flipping of your thoughts. That's not what I said. And I didn't say don't affirm. That's not what I said either. But I'm saying just tell yourself that, because therefore it's going to, benefit you instead of hurt you. Okay, we don't want to hurt you. We want to benefit you. Okay. My husband will say, I love you, and that's all he says the whole day, no movement of anything else. Yeah, Clarissa. Okay, so a lot of times, I've heard this dozens of times, okay, is if I was to say, what is something that you know about your husband, right? A lot of people will say, I know, doesn't matter who they are, I know that he loves me. Yeah. Okay, good. You know that he loves you because he says it, right? Well, I cannot tell you how many people I've jumped on coaching calls with that their SPs have said, I love you a bit. Yeah. They're literally breaking up with them, but saying they love them at the same time, right? Because I love my friends. Hell, if you guys have animals, you love your animals, but you're not trying to marry them. You know what I mean? Love is not the same. So because of that, if you're going to affirm for anything, it should be something like, he is so in love with me and he shows me he loves me every single day. Shows me, not tells me. Okay? He shows me every day how much he loves me. Every day he shows me that. Okay? Perfect husband. Perfect husband. Every day he shows me how much he loves me. Every fucking day. And he will. He'll start to do, but now it's up to you to assign meaning, okay, to everything. So let's say you're saying that, okay? Let's say you're saying that and you're viewing him and you're telling yourself he's the perfect husband. So let's say you come home from work and he cooked dinner. Perfect. He's such a perfect husband. My God. Look at him showing me that he loves me. Because every day he shows me that he loves me. So it's you that assigns meaning to all of it. Okay, so everything this man does is showing you that he loves you. Because you will start to get more behavior from him showing you that every day. But it's up to you to assign meaning to everything, right? So it's like affirming that he's loyal, faithful, and committed to me. Every day he shows me he's loyal, faithful, and committed to me. So then he leaves the house, okay? And then he calls you while he's out. And he's like, hey, I just ran here. Do you need anything? That's him showing you. Look at him showing me that he's loyal, faithful, and committed to me. Because he's checking in with you, right? Things like that is how you assign that meaning. So therefore, what do? You don't have to do, now all of a sudden he starts doing it more and more and more and more, okay? So that's definitely what I would stick with, is other than the I love you. No. That's lovely, and I love that. But now I want you to show me that you love me. And you're going to do that every day. Why? Because this is my reality. You're just living in it. And I told you to. In here. Of course. Okay? User 346. Do you have my phone number? If you have my phone number, send me a text. Okay? And we'll chat from there, because usually I should talk to you rather quickly, and then we recreate your SP together, and then you know how to play your part, okay? But then I get started right away, okay? Hey, son, girlfriend. Yes, Cece. That's right. We're not open to negotiations, James. Divine Valley, I'm not going to tell you, again, I don't create assumptions in you that don't work or that don't benefit you, but can you manifest if you only listen to affirmations? Yeah, sure. However, your thoughts are what's producing, okay? So if you listen to your affirmations, that's great because it's going into your subconscious mind. But if your thoughts are going against it, so like I can listen to something, okay? Oh, Jesus, excuse me. Okay, so like you're listening to the live right now, right? So you can listen to something and think about something totally different because you're listening to something, right? So I used to put on like YouTube videos that I didn't give a shit about, and I would affirm while listening to those videos, because you can listen to something and have your mind very much wander off, okay, to something else. So can you listen and have it manifest? Yeah, sure. But you have to pay attention to your thoughts, okay? Because if your thoughts go against your affirmations, you have to change those, okay? Because, I mean, how many people listen to podcasts while they're working, you know? So it's like you're still thinking thoughts while listening to shit, unless you're listening to it at night. Then you're not thinking those thoughts. But during the day, you're very much thinking while listening to things, okay? So it's kind of like listening to music, right? You listen to music. I listen to music when I'm in the car, but I have some of my best moments, my best thoughts in the car. So, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? So I would definitely you still have to pay attention to your thoughts. If it goes against it, you have to affirm. Or tell yourself the opposite. Tell yourself the opposite, because your thoughts are what's producing. Okay? It's kind of like you didn't have to, and this is what you guys have to remember. You didn't have to do any of this before. Okay? To create your breakup, or to create the Splitsville between you and your SP, or to create distance between you and your SP, you didn't have to affirm your life away. You didn't. You just thought thoughts, okay? Randomly. And you could have thought about it one time and it pushed out. Okay, so if you find that you're neutral, you're not thinking about your SP at all. We'll say you're not thinking... If you're thinking good thoughts, cool. But let's say you're not thinking negatively about your SP at all. Well, then you don't necessarily have to affirm. Okay, robotic affirming is to distract your thoughts. It's to be your safety net if you're spiraling and you're doing stupid shit like that. Then yeah, robotically affirm. Do I have my affirming sessions that I do? Yes, I do. Because in my opinion, even though you're not thinking against what you want, you're also not thinking for what you want, right? So like, let's say that you are not living paycheck to paycheck, right? You're not rich, but you're not like broke, okay? You're like in neutral ground. So you're not necessarily thinking broke thoughts all day long, right? You're not necessarily thinking broke thoughts all day long. But just because you don't think broke thoughts all day long doesn't mean you're going to all of a sudden become rich either. Okay, so So that's where I affirm, because it keeps my thoughts in check, but focused on what it is that I want, right? So you may not be thinking negatively about you and SP, but you're also not thinking, he's going to text me today. Yeah, he wants to get back together with me right now. You know, he's constantly spending time with me. You're also not thinking those thoughts either. Okay? So therefore, hey Terry girlfriend, the way I look at it is this. It's kind of like, do you think about any of your exes other than the SP you want back? Not really. Like, I never think about any of my exes, ever. Okay, I'm very neutral about it, right? But are they contacting me? Are they wanting to be with me? Are they wanting to spend time with me? No, they're not. Because I'm not thinking about what I want with that person either. See what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? So that's where I would suggest, this is the only reason why I suggest that you affirm for what you want, even if you're not negatively going against what you don't want. Okay? Because like, I never ever thought my boyfriend was a bad person, ever, right? I always said he was a good person, but that doesn't mean that we were going to be together again. You know what I mean? Because if that was the case, we wouldn't have been in no contact for 8 months. See what I'm saying? So, you know, and I wasn't thinking at first, yeah, of course, at first you're all in your feelings and stuff, but months later, like I tell you guys, I don't even understand why you're in your feeling months later. Like, but I wasn't, like, I was neutral about it, but he wasn't contacting me. You know what I mean? So that's where I said, even though you may not be thinking negatively, you still need to, I would still recommend, you don't have to affirm your life away, but I would still recommend that you put in some sessions, if you will, some 5-minute sessions to focus on what it is that you actually want from your SP. Thanks, baby girlfriend. From your SP, right? What is it that you want and expect from your SP? You know, because a lot of you guys will say things like, I know he comes, and this is the problem too. I know he comes, I know he's gonna come back. Like I know he'll eventually come back. He always does. Well, that's a problem. And if you ever jump on a coaching call with me and you guys say that, the first thing I tell you is, okay, well, we need to stop that, because again, it's all patterns and it's your entire life is a pattern, right? Everything in your life operates off patterns. So I said, okay, we need to stop that thinking, because in order for, you know, that if you know that they always come back, that could be very much true for you. But what has to happen for them to always come back? They have to leave. So you're creating this cycle, a pattern, that they have to leave again, because I can get them back. They always come back. They always come back. Okay, cool. Well, I don't want to play those games. So let's go ahead and end that cycle now. Like, no, when he comes back, he's here to stay. He ain't going a goddamn place. I'd rather create that assumption than, you know, a vicious cycle that will take a mad woman. Okay, TikToker. When your SP pulls away, you feel like giving up. The only reason your SP is pulling away, again, is because of a pattern you've created. Okay? You've created a pattern based on past behavior. Okay? So let's say you're back together with your SP, or maybe you never broke up with your SP. Okay? But there's this pattern that when they pull away, because you're reverting back to the last time they pulled away, what happened? Right? Or the last time before that, and then they do it again, and now you've got this whole pattern. So now the second you see a behavior change from them, you're reverting back to old history and saying, uh-oh, this happened last fucking time. And then she left, right? Or he left. You can't do that. So if they're pulling away, it's because you're not persisting in the version of your SP that you want them to be for you. You need to persist in that version of your SP. Who are they for you? And don't accept shit less. Don't accept shit less. Because again, you feel like you can say, you guys can sit here and say all the way, you can sit here and say till you're blue in the fucking face that you feel like giving up. But again, But then again, here's the problem. Oh, okay, you feel like giving up. Okay, well, what's your game plan for your next relationship? It all starts, all your relationships, you never would get in a relationship with someone if it started out toxic and awful, right? I mean, I wouldn't, okay? You'd be like, fuck no, like, I'm good, okay? So every single relationship you've ever been in starts out great, which is why you got in a relationship with them. But all your relationships also end the same. And again, they only have one thing in common, and that's you. So whether you want to give up with this SP and go get yourself a whole ass new SP, here's your psychic reading for the day. Your next relationship will end the same way this one did. Because you haven't changed. Because you are not seeing them as only the version you want them to be for you. Again, it's easy in the beginning of a relationship to see them as perfect. Until you have an argument, and then you have another one, and then you have another one, and now you're not seeing them so much as perfect anymore, are you? No, of course not. And now that SP starts to pull away. It's all the same. It's all the same. Unless you decide to do something different. Okay? Because if you do something different and, do what I fucking tell you to do, then here's your second psychic reading. Whether it's with this SP or a new SP, they're there to stay. Yes, there you go. You're welcome. I should start charging for these psychic readings. I'm mad at myself, actually. I'm not going to be honest with you. I just love you guys and love to help you guys so fucking much that I missed an opportunity today when somebody wanted a reading in my DMs. He said, reading. Will me and my SP get back together? Do you know what I told him? Fuck no. Just kidding. Just kidding. I was like, absolutely. 100%. Man, I gotta get that order form put up. Maybe I'll just do psychic readings on the cheap, right? $47. Psychic reading. With Jen. Good doodles. Good, bitch. Good. That's what it's about. You see, Doodle says, Jen, your manifestation bestie. I said, leveraging the fact that he cares about me, like I said, made the SP more attentive today. This is where we leverage what you already know about them, right? Because that's what Doodle says, leveraging what you already know about them works. It does. So you want to take what in case you're new here, we leverage the law, right? So I told you guys 2 days ago, oh, did you guys do, yeah, some of you said you did your homework. Well, we'll have fun with that today, okay? And helping reframe those for you, right? As I told you guys 2 days ago, that by leveraging the law means that you leverage what you already know about your SP. Okay, so like, your SP cares about you, great. And he shows me that every fucking day. Right? Because you already know this to be true about your SP. And as we know, what manifests is what we know to be true. Okay? So what we know to be true about anybody in your life, you can leverage that aspect of what you know to be true about them and make an affirmation of that they show you that every day. Okay? Because we know that what we know pushes out, right? Based on leveraging the law of assumption, right? Whatever you know pushes out, always. So, and what you expect also pushes out. So, that's where we leverage. So, I want each and every one of you, if you want to have fun with me on my live today, I want hey, you guys want to know something on a side note? TikTok is going to make me rich. I got paid from TikTok the other day. They pay every week, by the way. Do you know how much money I made? Now, you all know how long I'm on TikTok for, right? 3 hours a day at least. But I told you guys, TikTok is going to make me fucking rich. They just deposited in my account yesterday. Get ready for it. $10. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Why? Because my bank account is increasing every single day. Yep. Telling you guys. That's how you get rich around here. Just go live on TikTok for 3 days. I wonder how much I would make if I went live on TikTok for 24 hours. Thanks, so. Thanks, Mary. If I went live on TikTok for like all day, right? Like 18 hours, just so I can get a little bit of sleep time. I wonder how much money I'd make. Probably for the day, like $7 is probably what I would make. So, if you guys don't see me on my TikTok lives anymore, you know what that means? That's because I've retired. I've retired because I'm wealthy off of TikTok lives. New business model now. I'll have to teach everybody how to get rich on TikTok lives. Okay, Matthew, what did you say here? You're doing better about being with him, but what do I do when I want to tell him something good? Well, Matthew, honey, he says he's doing better about being with him, but what do I do? I keep forgetting YouTube can't see shit. But what do I do when I want to tell him something good? Okay, if you're in contact with your SP, then fucking tell him something good. Why not? Right? Why not? Like, if you're in contact with your SP, why not tell him something good? You know what I'm saying? It depends on what it is, right? Because even if you're in no contact with your SP, it's kind of like that happy birthday thing, right? It's like, why can't you say happy birthday? Is there a crime to that? Strangers tell me happy fucking birthday, so. You know, you can always wish somebody a happy birthday. Like, it's not a big deal. Okay, it's not a big deal at all. So even if you weren't in contact, if you want to tell them something good, you can tell them something good. However, Matthew, yeah, just catching up with him, that's not a problem if you're in contact with him. However, what you need to do is also remind yourself that you have to, you can't react. Okay, you're more than welcome to tell something good about you, right? Just like all of you are more than welcome. There's no law. This is, you can't do this, right? Like if you're in no contact, if you're not blocked, I mean, I guess that would be different. But if you're in no contact, like there's no law against saying, okay, ooh, I'm manifesting for someone. It's going to be good when she gets movement. Because when she gets movement, ain't none of you got a goddamn problem. Okay? I just thought I'd tell you that. Anyway, there's no law saying you can't message your SP saying, hey, saw this and it totally reminded, I thought you'd find this funny, right? Like, let's say it's like a meme or some stupid shit, right? Or anything that reminds you of that person, right? There's nothing wrong with doing that. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, hope you have a good day today. Now, what is wrong is you doing that and then getting all in your thoughts about it, right? Like, you can do that and then just keep it pushing. There's nothing wrong with that. Except if you're going to sit there and check 55,000 times to see if they read your shit and then get all in your mind about why he's not responding, well, then that becomes a problem, okay? We don't want to do that, okay, at all, okay? So therefore you can't get in your thought space about it. But there's nothing wrong with doing that. I personally don't think so. So I wouldn't say you should expect a response, but don't get your panties in a fucking bunch. Okay? Boon Dolita. I already got movement with 2 days. I already got movement with 2 days of being disciplined with my thoughts. Well, there's a concept. For a lot of you. Okay? He started to be more lovely with me and planned a gaming night. Planned time. Planned a date. Started being more loving with her. After how many days? I'm sorry, let me reread that for you in case you missed how many days. How many days? 2 days of disciplining her mind. She didn't say 2 months. She didn't say 18 years. She said 2 fucking days. 2 days. So, are you going to make the decision right now to discipline your fucking mind? Are you going to make the decision right now to discipline your mind? Because it doesn't take a long... I hate when you guys say, how long does this take? Well, maybe I should just start telling you guys how long it takes. You know how long it takes to manifest your SP back if you discipline your mind? 3 days. Thanks, Shanzi girl. 3 days. But y'all can't even discipline your mind for fucking 10 minutes. There you go. 3 days. There's your answer. There's your answer. Now take that answer and fucking run with it. Okay? Okay. Take your mind and run with it. What if he's far away until April 13th? That doesn't matter, Clarissa, that's a circumstance, okay? That's a circumstance. So if he, okay, so like, let's say he's, well, that's true for you, okay? So he's away until April 13th. So it doesn't matter. If you sat there and told yourself that he's so in love with me, he shows me that every single day, he will do things. The guy could order you dinner, okay? He could DoorDash you some fucking food. He could buy you flowers, right? He could start sending you loving text messages, okay? Instead of just saying, I love you. You know, instead of doing that, he could start having a conversation with you again, right? And start, all of a sudden, you go from, all he told me is he loves me to going down memory goddamn lane about all the things he loves about me. Right? Or he's now very much talking more about our relationship and how, you'll see a shift. There's all kinds of things that can happen even if he's not local to you until the 13th of April. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You'll start to notice a shift in the text messages that you're receiving from him, right? They won't, maybe they'll be more loving instead of dry. And then be like, that's him showing me that he loves me. Look at him showing me that he loves me. He shows me that every single fucking day. So if that means that he goes from 1 or 2 texts that are just logistical texts to 15 texts today talking about you guys and how, whatever, just more loving, and you'll notice a demeanor change, that's him showing you that he loves you every single day. Oh. Okay, user, I will respond to you. I'll respond to you right after this live. Yes, give meaning to the good things. Why are you feeling like crying, Mar? When this man, why are you thinking about crying, Mar? When this man will be done thinking about things when you're done listening to him. Yeah. He will be absolutely done and his mind will be made up exactly what he wants, to be with you and only you for the rest of his life, he will decide that the minute you do. Which tells me you're not, because you wouldn't be wanting to cry, okay? What you're doing is listening to his ass. And then every second that goes by, every day that goes by, you're over here saying in your fucking mind, oh my God, I don't know what, like, what's he thinking about? You control what he's thinking about. You don't need to know. You should not question what his decision is at all. You should know what his decision is. Tell yourself that. No, I know he wants to be with me. I know he wants to be with me right now. I know he wants to be with me right now. I know he wants to be in a relationship with me right now. Okay? Tell yourself that, because if you don't know, he doesn't know. Okay? Which is why he said that bullshit to begin with. Because you questioned if he wanted a relationship with you still, wanted to be with you still. So therefore he said, I need to think about things. But if you would right now know, of course he does, why wouldn't he? Oh, he's all done thinking about things. You know, you decide when the fuck he's done thinking about things. Like, excuse me? Oh, you still need time to think about things? Allow me to help you out. Okay? Because that's why he's telling you that. Because you still aren't sure. So because you still aren't sure, he's not sure. So the minute you become sure, he will have his answer. You won't even have to ask. You will not have to, and do not ask, by the way. Okay? Do not ask. Okay? Because if you asked, you're going to get the answer. Eventually, you're going to get the answer you don't want. And that is because you still don't know. You don't ask questions unless you know the answer. If you only ask questions if you don't know the answer. So you control the answer. You control the answer. And he will have made up his mind when you make up yours. And remind yourself that. I control his thoughts. I control his thoughts 100% of the time. So right now, this motherfucker, all he can do is think about how much he wants to be with me. Yeah, that's all he thinks about is how much he wants to be with me. That's all he can think about all day long. 24/7. This man can't even sleep at night because he can't stop thinking about how much he wants to be with me. All of you guys should be telling yourself that. Every one of you should be telling yourself that. Okay? Yeah. All he can think about, not necessarily I'm all he ever thinks about. It's all he can think about is wanting to be with me. Just saying. Just saying. Good, Amanda. Good. What do you think is more effective? Zozo, what do you think is more effective, your coaching or manifesting for me? Well, both. Both. But manifesting for me, like when I manifest for you, I do also do some coaching. It's just a 15-minute phone call though. So we recreate your SPs and all of that good stuff together. And then I tell you, and then I curate affirmations for you as well so that you play your part. Okay. The difference is I don't have resistance to your SP at all. Like I don't even know them. So there's no old story. There's no ill will. There's no, and then because I'm a master at manifesting, I don't question if they're going to conform. I don't question if they're going to want to be with you. I don't waver between old version and new version because I don't react to the 3D because what the fuck is there to react to, right? So because of that, I don't have any resistance to your SP versus oftentimes you do, right? But I'm not saying if you didn't do that, your SP is not going to come. That's not what I'm saying either. Thanks, Nicole, girlfriend. You can do coaching with me and just do that and still get your SP. Okay, I haven't been offering Manifest for Me for a long time. Okay, but the people before that just did one-on-one coaching with me, they got their SPs from leave me alone, don't ever talk to me again, to fully living back together in 2 weeks, right? Somebody, 4 days of no contact to back in a relationship in 4 days. Okay, and that was just by coaching with me. So either one, it's up to you, whatever your pleasure. And I am manifesting for someone right now where I told you guys, when she gets movement, you ain't got shit to complain about. Because her man is in the middle of the ocean, like hundreds of miles underground. Yes. Serving our country. Oh, Teddy Bear, if you have the text coaching, send a message. You have the phone number. You have to send the message first. Usually that's how it works. But send a message and then we'll respond. Clarissa, what's a good affirmation to get him to talk more or text more far away? So you can say what I told you to say first and foremost, right? He's so in love with me, and he's so in love with me, and he shows me that every day, right? He's always calling and texting me. He texts me good morning every single day. Okay? If you guys notice, most of the affirmations I give you include consistent movement. Okay? You guys should have affirmations that are, consistently creating movement. Okay. No, Lisa, you're not overdoing it. You're not overdoing it by doing 2 sets of affirmations all day. I did. That's what I did. And I didn't overdo it. I still affirm. Depending upon the situation, I will affirm. Well, I affirm every day anyway. But depending upon the situation at the moment, I may affirm more. So you're not overdoing it. You're not overdoing it at all. Just don't put pressure on it, okay? Just don't put pressure on it, okay? We don't want to none of you guys should be creating the assumption that if you don't affirm your life away, your shit ain't coming, okay? So we want to release some of the resistance to it by saying, yeah, no, I already know this. I already know I'm rich. I already know I have, I already know we're together. It's totally fine. I already know this, right? So therefore, it's having that casual, nonchalant attitude about it, if you will, versus he's so in love with me. 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 Instead it's like, he is so in love with me. He's so in love with me. He's so in love with me. He is so in love with me. Like, duh. That kind of attitude, versus like a panic attack while affirming, if you will, right? It's just more of a casual thing. Oh, there we go. I got it, Teddy Bear. Okay. Oh, thanks, Gandhi. Look at that, guys. My voice is sweet and gentle like a flute. They haven't heard me yell yet. Jen, what do you think of coaches who say SP or something better? I don't like that shit, Christina. That's law of attraction shit. Okay. Christina, yeah, that's law of attraction shit, because I've heard that too, where they're like, yeah, she said, What do I think about coaches that say SP or something better? Huh? I don't know what that means. What the fuck is something better? You know, because like let's look at married people as an example. That is their something better. So they're not going to affirm for husband or something better. No, they're like, fuck that. That's my husband. What are you talking about? I'm going to go get my wife and my husband back. I don't want something better, right? So, and then what is something better? Okay, the only reason they're saying that is because they don't know how to manifest your SP back. Because there is no one better when you're picking what? Oh, that's right. Your perfect SP, right? You're creating and choosing the version of your SP that's perfect for you. So what the fuck is something better? There's nothing better. Everything I want for my SP is who this motherfucker is. There is nothing better. There's nothing better. Unless maybe you want a multimillionaire. But just have SP be that. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Okay, so that's where I would say no, because when we recreate SPs, right? When we're recreating SPs, when we're selecting our perfect version, there is nothing better. That's perfect is exactly what that implies. Perfect. Everything I fucking want in somebody. There's nobody better. Okay, but the reason they're saying that is because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Okay, because this is a lot of SP coaches out there, manifestation coaches that talk about SPs, is they're teaching you how to get your SP back. But I don't want asshole version back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the man I want back. Okay? Like, because your last experience with your SP, if you were to go off of what those coaches are telling you, okay? Your last experience with that SP or the current experience you're having with your SP is the version you're holding on to. So you want to manifest who back? The man who broke your heart? The man who's ghosting you right now? The man who wants nothing to fucking do with you? The man that told you to go fuck yourself? That's the man you want back? I don't think so. I don't think so. And if you look at some of those comments, let's just say they're real comments about people that manifested their SP back. Do they tell you that they're happy, that they're in love, that they're everything they've ever wanted? No. Do they give you an update and let you know, hey, by the way, it's been 2 years, we're still together? No. Do they tell you, hell, it's been 60 days and we're still together? No. They don't. I'm sure they're not together anymore because they're not teaching them to stop old patterns. Okay? So you manifest your SP back. Let's just say right now, you listened to that other coach and they said, here's what you do to manifest your SP back. And we've never met. So now you're going to manifest the old version back. And then that's all they're telling you to do. They're not telling you to, how to actually keep your relationship again, and to get you to understand what led to the breakup in the first place. Okay? So if you don't know what led to the breakup in the first place, what are you going to do? Get him back. Let's just say he comes back, and now what? You're going to go right back to the old same shit you had before. Well, then what's going to happen in your relationship? It's inevitable that you guys will break up again. Because they're not telling you that the issue is you. You know what I'm saying? They're not telling you that. So I don't think I've heard anybody say, you are what caused your breakup. Well, let me be the first to tell you, if you're new here, you are what caused the breakup. Right? Which I teach you not just to get them back, but how to fucking keep them. Right? And who the fuck wants that version back? I don't. And I know most of you guys don't. Lisa, I'm pretty sure you don't want old version back, do you? No. A lot of people don't. Okay? But that's exactly the version that would come back for, if you listen to those coaches, that's exactly the version that you're going to get back. And then the patterns commence all the way to the next breakup. Because they're not teaching you what led to the breakup, but how to fucking fix that shit so it doesn't happen moving forward. That's where I come into play. So, no. SP or something better. I know. It's funny because when you guys say those things, I know exactly what industry that's coming from. Okay? Because I don't think so. What's better than perfect? Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, Divine Valley. Absolutely. Exactly like that. He's so in love with me. He shows me every day how much he cares about me. Yeah. But yeah, keep it simple. Something very simple. My SP has started messaging me. Yay, beautiful. Love this for you, Nesp. Now I need to start affirming to spend time with me. Okay, well, yes, but hold on. Okay, Nesp, you should be affirming for them in steps, but multiple steps at the same time, okay? So just because your SP started to message you does not mean job done. Now I move to contact. Now I can move to seeing me. No, that's not what that means, okay? You must keep your affirmation for contact, okay? You must keep that affirmation for contact until you expect him to contact you again, right? Until you just know. And you'll know when you know, because you won't be checking your phone, okay? You won't be wondering when he's going to text you next. You won't be wondering why he hasn't texted you in 8 hours. Nothing. You just know you hear from him. Okay, when you know that he'll message you today, because he always does, then you can drop that affirmation. Until then, do not drop that affirmation. Okay, but that's not to say that you can't. You should also be affirming to spend time with you and wanting to be with you all at the same damn time. Okay, because that's the natural progression, but that's what speeds it up. So use the messaging. Don't push. Don't force the 3D. Okay, keep it platonic. Keep it casual. So that it encourages more, because that's what relationships are, normal conversations in text. Okay, so now he messages you even more, right? While you're also affirming, he's constantly spending time with me. He'll do anything to be in a relationship with me right now. So now the texting is coming more and more and more. Now all of a sudden, he's starting to spend time with you. Keep that affirmation until you just know you're going to see him often. And then he's also now he's ready to be in a relationship with you again. Okay, it makes sense? Do not drop the affirmation until it is a knowing now. It's an expectation of yours. Oh, hey, Jesse. Oh, I got your 10 million fingers. I'm messaging you back today. I promise. PayPal just sent me a notification that I should upload my photo. Okay. There's a lot because I fucking ramble. I'm a rambler. But that's all right. That's all right. Because I want to give you the whole answer. Not a little dangle the carrot answer and be like, I should start doing that on my lifestyle. I should. Let me dangle the carrot. And if you want me to elaborate, then you need to book a one-on-one call with me. We'll all come in pajamas for my 24-hour live session, and I'll take a screenshot. We'll do a trial run. 18 hours. We'll hang out. I'll have, hey, I'm Kitty girlfriend. I'll have pajamas on in the whole bed. We can go to sleep together, take a little nap, eat together, right? We can eat dinner together. Now we can do all the things. And then I'll take, because I'm just curious. And then I'll take screenshots together. Now we can do all the things. And then I'll take, because I'm just curious. And then I'll take screenshots, TikTok Live. Then you'll be inspired to be like, shit, 18 hours and I can make $10? Hell yeah. TikTok makes me rich. Can I see my lunch today? It's my healthy dessert, actually. It's KFC coleslaw. I call it my healthy dessert. Okay, because it's like full of fucking sugar. But the fact that it has cabbage and carrots makes it healthy, right? Because everything I eat is healthy for me. Everything. Although I ate a lot yesterday. And then I'm very disappointed in Wendy's, by the way. I'm writing a complaint. I'm filing a complaint. Did I not? I manifested this, guys. Because did I not tell you guys, this is how quick manifesting works. Did I not tell you guys that if you have a bad experience at a fast food place to complain online, not on Google My Business, but to them, because they'll send you gift cards to make up for it, right? I said, let's get some free food. So we got Frosties from Wendy's last night. And I understand you might be close to closing, but then they had to turn the machine off or some shit because they were going to close soon. But all I know is it's a mile from my home. Okay, it's literally a mile from my home. And went through the drive-thru, got those bad boys, brought them home, and it was like you could drink the shit. It was like a cold soup. The fuck is that? It wasn't even a milkshake. Because literally, you could have just... That's how quickly manifestation happens, guys. I literally just talked about it, having a bad experience, and then literally, 12 hours later, not even 12 hours later, like 10 hours later, gives me that nonsense. I couldn't even eat it. I had to put it in the freezer. I have to put it in the freezer. And let Adrian be an example of why you don't give up on an affirmation until it is a known factor. Adrian, what are you worried about? What are you worried about? Stop doing that. Stop doing this to yourself. Okay, don't do this right now. You are about to go spend an amazing weekend as your birthday celebratory weekend with your SP, who I remind you, had a busy day at work a week ago, had a busy day at work, yet took 10 minutes out of his day so that he can come and tuck you into bed, right? Comes over and spends time with you, initiated the plan for this weekend to take you out for your birthday. What's your beef, bitch? You are his only priority. You're his only priority. He cannot wait. He is counting down the minutes till you guys go out of town this weekend. He absolutely cannot wait. Right now, he is busy planning and making sure that you have the best birthday weekend of your life. Adrian, get a grip. Get a grip right now. You're his only priority. Tell yourself that. There's nothing to waver on. He made the plans. This is new version of SP. Okay? New version of SP is fully committed. He always keeps his commitments to you, always. You are his only priority. Tell yourself that, because that is perfect boyfriend. That is the new version that you've created. So he will keep his plans. Why won't he? That's old version. That's old version of SP. You have new version. One who's making time for you, even if he's busy. One who's going out of his way to spend time with you, to see you. One who wants to take you away for the weekend because he's so fucking busy, but all of a sudden he has a weekend free. To take you out for your birthday. Do not fuck it up. Ask yourself this right now. Do I want to go out of town with my boyfriend tomorrow? If the answer to that, and we already know what your answer is, if the answer to that is yes, then get a grip. Because he's hello. he's taking you out for your birthday weekend. Why? First of all, because you're going to tell yourself that. Second of all, because I already told his ass he's keeping his commitments to you. Why wouldn't he? He always keeps his commitments to you. And he's actually very excited to take you away this weekend. Mm-hmm. Why? Because I fucking said so, bitch. Because I said so. Okay? Trust the process. Get out of your own fucking head. I know you're not spiritually asleep anymore, girlfriend. I'm confused about the manifest for you and have a 15-minute call today so I can... Well, Susan, Google and Zoom are not the same. It's through Google Meet. So yes, we have our call today, so it's through Google Meet. You should have already had the link sent to you. I have it, bitch. Okay. That's right. Nothing's better than perfect. That's RSPs. Hello. Something better equals critical mind will send you off to something else. That is a very good point. That is a very good point. I feel like that's for people who are, yeah, it's SP or something better is for literally people who, it's like a safety mechanism, if you will, like an easy out. It's like, oh, well, I did say something better. Okay. Elena? Well, let me go ahead and figure that shit out. See how untech savvy I am? I'll figure out the texting thing. Yeah, Jackie, well, now guess what? Now SP does not give a shit. Distance is not a problem. Okay? Do not view distance as a problem. But tell yourself that he wants to live with me. Yeah, he wants to live with me right now. He wants to live with me right now. He wants to live with me right now. Whether that means he has to pack up his happy ass and come to you or you go to him, doesn't matter. That's a good idea. I'll have to see, Bevy. I'll have to see, okay? I've been busy with calls and then trying to do some things on the back end. Clearly, I need to fix this live event automation sequence. Things on the back end. Clearly, I need to fix this live event automation sequence. And I got, hey, pretty girlfriend. Hey, Tia. Okay, you stated you have big plans for me and my wife. Any chance you can elaborate? Yeah, Patriot. Okay, first of all, what you need to do, he said that I have big plans for you and your wife. I know I said I have big plans for you, actually. Okay, that's what I said. I'm not going to elaborate on here, but big plans for you and your wife. Okay, here's the thing. What you, yeah, Miss Galillo does, because I get a little flighty sometimes. Because the thing is, Patriot, is you need to let it go. I don't mean let your wife go, okay? But you need to let go of the resistance and just be like, no, it's done. I'm going to play my part, okay? I'm going to affirm for what I want. I'm going to see her as the perfect wife. I'm also going to see myself, because this one is big for you, Patriot, is you need to see yourself as the perfect husband. Flawless, completely perfect husband. Okay, and your description of her needs to also imply that too. In your description of your SP, of your wife, you need to say, I'm the perfect husband and she knows it. Okay, she knows it. I would also recommend you look at her picture every day and tell her that. I'm the perfect husband and you know it. I'm the only one that makes you happy. I'm the perfect husband and you know it. Okay, you need her to see you as the perfect husband. Okay, you must say that. You must see yourself as the perfect husband, so therefore she sees you as the perfect husband. Okay, that I think will unbreak a lot of things for you. Okay, but you got to stop asking questions, bruh. Yeah, I said it. You need to stop asking questions. So your job is not to question a goddamn thing because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So you do not need to question anything at all. Okay, and tell yourself that, like, I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes, so I have no time. Or you could say, I know exactly what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah, it's all worked out even better than I expected. It has all worked out even better than I expected. Okay, because that's very important for you, but it's to drop the pressure on it, drop the resistance on it, okay, and see yourself as perfect husband, only perfect husband. Okay, forget anything else but perfect wife and perfect husband. I always say not now. Doesn't mean not ever when I feel like giving up. Tia, what? What are you talking about? I always say not now doesn't mean not ever when I feel like giving up. What does that mean? Okay, not now or not ever is, you can assume whatever meaning you want, but not now means not now. Exactly what it is. But here's the thing. There's no future, okay? So if you say not now, let's say you're doing this and you say not now, not now, not now, not now, not now, not now. Well, that's all your subconscious mind knows is obviously it's not now. So you may as well say not ever, because it's no different, because not now means, well, it's not now. And you say that again, well, it's still not now. Okay, well, still not now. Still not now. Oh, it's still not now. It's still not now. Which means the exact same thing. Because there's no future. It's saying, I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have it. I still don't have it. Oh wait. I still don't have it. Oh, I still don't have it. So let's not do that. Okay? Let's not do that. Okay, you see that already? Excuse me, I feel like I have to sneeze. You see that, Adrian? Very next comment says, she wants to go out of town with her SP. What the fuck's wrong with you, bitch? Hey, Miss Gola Queen. See? Yeah, see? You see all these people, Adrian, that want to go out with their SP? Get a grip. And report back what an amazing weekend you had. And I already know you're going to look hot. I don't question that. She is a queen after all. Kike, what about free will? Free will, only you have free will in your reality, okay? There is no free will. Okay, here's the thing. Everyone has free will, but they only have it in their reality. The only reason why people have free will in your reality is because you're giving it to them. And what that means is you're allowing them to decide when they want to talk to you. You're allowing them to decide when they want to see you. You're allowing them to decide if they want to be with you. You're waiting on them to decide if they want to commit to you. You're doing all of that. Okay? But if your thoughts go against that, that's what reflects out to you. They can only show up based on your assumptions of them. So it's not like you're walking around like my boyfriend, I'm giving him free will. You're not doing that. But a lot of you will say, well, I want commitment. Well, you want him to decide when he's going to commit to you? Like, you have to understand that they only decide when you decide. I don't care if your boyfriend was like, will you be my girlfriend? Okay, that relationship proposal. I don't care if that's what happened. The only reason he said that to you is because you thought you were in a relationship. Like, you're looking at your situation as a relationship. So therefore, he asked if you wanted to be his girlfriend. Okay, or therefore you got in a relationship because you had already assigned that meaning to what the shit was. So because of that, they reflected it back to you, okay? So that's the only reason why. So technically, nobody even has free will in your reality, and you technically can't give it to them. But the only reason why you're doing that is because you're allowing them to decide. Do they want to be with me? Do they not want to be with me? But here's the thing. They're not deciding on their own either way it goes. Yeah, that's true. So you're actually never giving someone free will in your reality, because even though it may look like that, no, they're still only deciding things based on your assumptions. That's all. They're only deciding based on you and your thoughts. So it will look like they're deciding, like they've made the decision, but they've only made the decision because you questioned the shit in your mind. So therefore, they pushed it out. They gave you the answer you weren't looking for. You know, so you have to change that. You need to flip that, and you need to decide, no, I only have free will in my reality, and everyone shows up in my reality based on my assumptions of them, and I'm in control of their thoughts 100% of the time. So if I want to question if my boyfriend wants to be with me or not, well, he's going to say no. If I'm not sure where this relationship is headed, he's going to reflect that back. Which is oftentimes why when they break up with you, their answer makes zero fucking sense. And oftentimes they'll be like, I just need to think about things. I just have to work on myself. You know, or they'll make up some bullshit excuse. They'll make up some complete bullshit excuse where you're like, what are you talking about? Because that's you. They're reflecting your inconsistencies in your thoughts. You're wavering in your thoughts about how they feel and what they're thinking about all the time. So now they reflected that. So you can't do that. That's free will. Okay. Hey, bestie Gish. It's manifest. I know. Seriously. Like, there's something better. I don't think so. I don't fucking think so. Clarissa, I can't answer that for you. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Okay? I've had people get replies within 24 hours, 48 hours. Like, some people, it's taking a little bit longer. It just depends. It depends on them and if they're playing their part. Okay? If they're not playing their part, we have a problem. Houston has a problem. Okay? Does that matter? No, but if you have a lot of resistance or you're constantly forcing the 3D, that goes against what we're doing here, right? So you can't force the 3D on your side and think, because remember, I'm not bringing that force the 3D on your side and think, because remember, I'm not bringing them that force the 3D on your side and think, because remember, I'm not bringing them in. So then we're starting all over, you know? So it's things like that that create that problem versus people that are like, I'm good. Let me play my part. Okay, I'm good. And Jen's doing the rest. All right, cool. We're good. I don't have shit to worry about. Well, then their SPs start to conform quicker and faster. Why? Because they've dropped the resistance to it. They're playing their part, but can't be having people around here screwing shit up. If we aren't in a relationship yet with SP, should we affirm we are or that he wants us to be his girlfriend? It's just Nia. What's your current, leave a comment, what's your current situation with your SP? Where are you and your SP at right now? Okay, if you're in contact, then yes, you can move to the next. I'm frozen. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I did my frozen pose. So it's just, Nia, if you want to tell me where your current situation is. If you're in contact with your we are in contact. Okay. So is it consistent contact? If it is, then you can move on to the version of, what's it called? Of constantly spending time with you, right? Think natural progression of a relationship. Natural progression of a relationship is that spending time together, then wanting to be in a relationship, and then wanting to live with you, or, you know, being in love with you and then wanting to live with you. Whatever the natural next steps are to your relationship, okay? Okay, so you only visit on weekends. I mean, it can't be that long distant, bitch. That's pretty consistent. So yeah, you can move on to he wants to be in a relationship with me right now. He wants to be in a relationship with me right now. He wants to live with me. I'm the love of his life. He wants to live with me. Okay. I would definitely move on to relationship. Now, relationships, like I was saying earlier, relationships will happen when you decide you're in one. When you assign your, when you assign the meaning of relationship, if you will, like if you start being like, okay, this is like obviously a relationship, right? Like, yeah, really that's what it is. Okay. That's what it is. So the second you start being like, yeah, we talk all the fucking time. I see him on the weekends. Hello, that's a relationship. Then he will assume the same thing. So then that's when the relationship part is the easiest part, because it's getting past the first two fucking hurdles, which you've done. That's great. So the relationship is the easiest part the second you assign meaning of relationship to everything he does. Then guess what? There you go. All of a sudden he assumes the same. And then you move on to, you know, wanting to live together. A girl's ego. She said, what is resistance? So what's resistance? Resistance is there's a couple different things when it comes to resistance, okay? It's not like you're resistant about wanting to be with your SP. Maybe I'll make a video about this. It's not that you're resistant to wanting to be with your SP, but what you have is old fucking story, old version of SP, which creates resistance to your SP, because you keep going down memory hole ass lane and you keep wavering. Okay. And the way you keep wavering is because you're thinking about old story, you're questioning things, you're doubting, you're all of that, you're checking the 3D, all of that creates resistance, because it's like, is it happening? Is it going to happen? Has he changed? You know, but he did this, but he did that, but he did this, but he did that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's those type of things that are creating resistance to your SP. Okay. It's not that you don't want to be with him. Because I mean, like, resistance to SP would, in logical perspective, think that that's what it means. It's not what it means. But you're resistant because you can't drop the old story. You can't drop the old version of your SP. You're not seeing movement. You're doubting and questioning and checking every fucking thing, right? And it's not all the above, okay? It's like multiple choice, if you will. All of the above is an option. But it's one of those type of things that you're having, which creates resistance to your SP, okay? Because you care about that person, okay? You care about your SP. So therefore there's more resistance because it's something that you really want, okay? is I really want this, right? I really want to be with my SP. So therefore, you sometimes you'll suffocate your manifestation. You'll try to put too much pressure on it. You waver a lot. You're checking all of that stuff because this is something you really, really freaking want. So you're trying to figure out the how this is going to happen and like all of this stuff. You're focusing on your current reality, showing you the opposite, right? All of that creates resistance to SP. Thanks, M. Kitty Girl, because that's something you really want. Versus if you were to sit there and say, Jen, AKA me, is going to wear a green shirt today. Yep, she's going to wear a green shirt today. You'll say it a couple times. And then the next day, what does Jen have on? A green shirt. Why? Because you didn't give a shit one way or the other. You didn't really care, right? There's certain things there's a lot of things that we manifest and we only think about it a couple times because you don't really give a shit. It really doesn't, like, you don't care one way or another whether it happens or it doesn't, right? Like, do you really care if you get a front row parking spot at Walmart? No. But if you say, I'm going to get a front row parking spot, I always get a front row parking spot, that's going to manifest. Why? Because you really don't, it's not that serious. You really don't care. But when it comes to your SP, it is serious. You do care. Like, you really care. And you want that. So therefore, it creates resistance there because it's something that you really want, something that you really care, somebody you really care about. Versus manifesting that you see a butterfly today. You don't really give a shit, right? So that's where, that's what resistance is. The more you want something, the more resistance you create because it's something that you really, really want. It's a really long-winded answer, but let me write that down. I'll make a video about that. I have so many pages. Video about that. I have so many pages all the time, guys. I had I'm going to be recording video content this weekend. Woo woo. What? I'm going to well, now my admins will know for the first time. I'm still going to go live on Sunday, but I'm probably going to have to cancel happy hour just this Sunday alone. I'm going to have to I'll still have happy hour with my happy ass self, but I have video content I have to get recorded. I have merch I need to create. I have order forms I need to create. Like, I have a lot of things I need to do. And if I'm going to have a decent amount of alone time that day, well then, you know what? I got to make better use of that. On a side note. Okay. Good, Lisa. Good. Use that as something great. He instantly responded. Good. Keep that side of him. He always instantly responds. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Now, Lisa, I want you to make a list. I want you to make a list of things that and you can send me this list, okay? Text me this list. I want you to make a list of things that you know about Dole. Things that you know about Dole. And we're going to leverage that, okay? You detach, Master the Twin Flame, you can detach or overcome resistance by just knowing. Okay, so like if we look at like things that manifest quickly because we don't have resistance, right? This is for all of you, is we know things manifest quickly if we don't have resistance to it. Like within hours, things will manifest because you really don't give a shit, right? Which is why when I said he's going to wear a yellow shirt today, he's a white tee type of guy. And I said, he's going to wear a yellow shirt today. I said it a couple times. 2 hours later, he comes walking out of the house with a yellow shirt on. Okay. So, because there's no resistance there. You really don't care. So let's leverage this, right? Because it's about leveraging the loss. This is a really good topic here. Let me write that down. So pause, please. Overcoming. Okay. So So this is why I love leveraging the law. Okay. If you know that things manifest quickly because I have no resistance to it, the things that I have no resistance to and I really don't care one way or another manifest quickly. So fantastic. So I'm going to take that same knowing and I'm going to pop that shit into SP. Okay. Not saying you don't care about them. That's not what this means. It's saying, I just know that we're getting back together. Like this, that's what I know. I know this. So I'm going to affirm. I'm going to flip my thoughts. I'm going to affirm. I'm going to flip my thoughts. But I just know. So there's nothing to fucking check. There's nothing to freaking, there's nothing to question. There's nothing to fucking doubt because I know. I know we're getting back together. It's a matter of fact. I'm not going to worry about the time. I'm not going to worry. I'm going to drop all that shit because if you know, like if you knew you were going to win the lottery, are you going to sit there and count down the seconds? No. I mean, maybe the lottery. That was a bad example. But you know what I'm saying. Is saying, I don't have to worry, okay? I don't have to worry if this is going to work. I don't have to check the 3D. I don't need to question shit. But I don't need to do any of that stuff because I don't need to doubt. I don't need to do any of that because I'm absolutely certain that we're getting back together. It's a wrap, bruh. It's a done deal. Like that I know. So I don't need to worry about the fucking time. I don't need to worry about shit because I already know that motherfucker is mine. Yeah, I already know we're getting back together. It's the inevitable conclusion. It's the inevitable conclusion. So I don't need to have any resistance because I just know. No big deal. And tell yourself that. Tell yourself that to remind yourselves. No, I do know we're getting back together. That's 100% guaranteed. I know this. So therefore, I don't need to check shit. I don't need to worry about anything. I don't need to look at the time. I don't need to do any of that shit because I already know we're getting back together. Resistance level dropped. You're welcome. I should start charging for this shit. You want to know how to overcome resistance? You have to book a call. 15-minute Ask Me Anything call. That's a good one. That's a good one. Pick my brain. A pick my brain call. I used to do that for entrepreneur clients where they could schedule 15 minutes just to pick my brain. Ask me whatever the hell it is that they wanted. So that's a good one. But, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got that. Flip that shit. Paola, best self-concept affirmations are actually on my profile right now. They're on my profile right now. I've uploaded them this morning. You're welcome. You are welcome. I don't even remember where they were, but it said something like, I have a great self-concept. I am perfect. No one compares to me. I'm a bad bitch. And everyone... Oh, and I'm always everyone's priority. But really, only the first two is needed. Okay? I have a great self-concept. I am perfect. Really, only I am perfect is needed. Okay, so that's really what you guys have to realize. Is you would drop the resistance and you would see, yes, it's inevitable. Yeah, like, I know we're together. I already know this. Like, I know we're getting back together, period. Like, that's it. That's all she wrote. Because it's about leveraging, right? Like I said, if we know that something manifests very quickly when we don't have resistance to it, the less resistance we have, things manifest quickly. We know this. So since we know that, how can we use that to our advantage when it comes to our SP? And the way that's going to happen is by you dropping that resistance. And the way the resistance will be dropped is by you looking at it like, no, let me tell you how the end of this story is being written. Okay? I don't need to read the whole book. I already know how the story ends. Story ends with perfect marriage. Perfect cut. where our marriage is healed, we're totally back together. Or where I'm back in a relationship with my SP. That is exactly the ending of this story. That I am 100% sure of. Tell yourself that. I'm 100% sure that we're getting back together. It's inevitable. Nothing can stop it, because this is true. This is true, okay? Is nothing can stop your manifestation. Nothing. Nothing and no one. Nothing and no one can stop your manifestation. So that's true. So then it's saying, hey, I'm the only one. Oh, the only one that can stop it is you. Okay. So it's like, okay, cool. I already know this shit. So you know what? Nothing and no one can stand in between me and my MSP. So, and I'm not quitting. If I'm the only one that can stop this manifestation, then it's a wrap, bro. Yeah, we're back together, period. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. So I'll play my part. I'm going to play my part and do my affirming, and I'm going to see him only as the SP that I want him to be for me, and I'm going to chop that shit to the win category. Checkmate. Game is over. Movie has already been written. There's nothing to worry about. There, boom. Watch them conform. There's nothing to worry about. There, boom. Watch them conform. Because you have just said, like, yeah, sorry. Like I said, it's the same knowing, like, do you know that you're going to get paid every Friday or every other Friday? Yeah. Do you have to check? Do you question on Thursday if your paycheck is going to hit your bank account? Are you worried about it? No, you're not. So it's the same shit. It's the same shit. So let's leverage instant manifestation and turn that into SP. Okay? Yeah. And all of a sudden, they conform like it's going out of style. Because you've dropped, because the only reason they're not is because because you have such high resistance to it. But if you didn't, they'll conform very fast. Ooh, I'm excited. I get goosebumps just thinking about it. Report back when you've dropped the resistance and you've told yourself that. Because you'll know, because there will be nothing to check. There will be nothing to check. Like, check what? I don't need to worry about it. How much time? I don't know how much time. I don't know how much time it's been. I don't know. I don't really care. Because this is the conclusion of my fucking movie. Period. Happy, loving, loyal, committed relationship. Okay? Taz, you would apply this to multiple SPs, even if you're in no contact with them, it doesn't matter. You would apply this to multiple SPs by being like, excuse me, who are the fuck I want? Always wants me. That's it. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. I don't need to worry about it. Worry about what? I'm a bad bitch, and whoever the fuck I want, if I want 15 SPs, well, you know what? I'll have all 15. And they'll conform, and they'll do exactly what I want them to do, and they'll be exactly who I want them to be for me. So what's there to worry about? I can have whoever I want. And I can have them when I want them. That's it. I get them when I want them. That's it. Okay? Sounds exhausting to have more than one SP, though. I'll tell you. I only want one. It sounds way too exhausting. Exactly, a girl's ego. Exactly. Because you didn't have any resistance to that. Okay, this is exactly my point. Is you manifested your SP doing something, but he wasn't at school, so you just told the 3D. Of course, because you didn't care one way or another. Like, you didn't care one way or another. Therefore, he did it. Quickly. That same attitude needs to pop that into SP. Like, yeah, that's right. That same attitude needs to pop that into SP. Like, yeah, that's right. That's right. I'll tell you when we're getting back together. Don't even trip. We're getting back together now. It's not hard, Ost. It's not hard. Contradicting the 3D is not hard because you created the 3D. Okay, so contradicting the 3D is not hard. Okay, because unless, like I keep telling you guys, I get the people who are manifesting their SP that they work with them. Okay, they work with them, they go to school with them, they live fucking next door to them, they have a child with them, right? I understand where not reacting to the 3D would take a lot more discipline, okay? That I would understand. And the reason I say that is because you actually have to see your SP in person often, okay? Like when I lived one building away from mine, okay? However, that is not the typical situation for most of you. So what is so difficult? How is it so difficult to not react to the 3D? The only reason you would have something to react to is if you're checking their social medias, you know, being a PI. If you're being a PI, private investigator, that's the only reason you would have a reason. That's the only reason you'd be reacting to the 3D. Because most of you guys, there's nothing to react to. React to what? You're not talking to them. What's there to react to? Yeah, I tell you guys, for those of you that are in no contact with your SPs, you need to get started now. You better really get started now. Because when you're in contact with your SPs, oh, trust me, it requires a whole lot more discipline. A whole lot more discipline. Because you're actually talking to them. So now you really have to you better get good at not reacting to the fucking 3D now and telling the 3D to go fuck themselves. You better get really good at that now, because when you're back in contact with them, you have to learn to shut the hell up. Less is more, right? We don't verbalize, we internalize. Okay, so that you have to turn that shit up a notch. On top of that, you have to get really good at not reacting to shit, because they tell you every fucking thing. Depending upon depending upon your relationship with your SP. Okay? When you're in constant contact and you and your SP are like really close, like best friends, they tell you everything. You don't think and that includes gutter trash, the whole works. You don't think that requires a whole lot more discipline? Oh, it very much requires a whole lot more discipline. So you may as well get a head start. Get a fucking head start now. Because your 3D will trigger you and trigger you and trigger you and try to trigger you and try to trigger you and try to trigger you. Your 3D can only trigger you if you let it win. Your 3D is like a game of chess. Look at it this way. Are you going to let someone checkmate you in your own 3D? Or are you going to treat everything in your 3D as a pawn? And I'll checkmate you. Because who is the main piece of a chessboard? We all know. We obviously know who created chess. A queen, bitch. The queen is more superior in chess than any piece on the... I don't even know how to play chess. The queen is more superior in chess than any piece on the... I don't even know how to play chess, all right? Full disclosure. But I do know. It's too much brain power for me. Checkers I can do, right? But chess requires strategy. That's too much for me. I just know pawns move forward. And queens can like shoot around. Yeah, queens are a bad bitch on the chessboard. Okay? So you can choose to be the pawn in your reality, or you can choose to be the queen of your reality. But you tell me, based on which piece you choose, who wins? The queen. The queen wins every time. If the game is played correctly. Right? Well, the 3D is your game. Who's going to win? The little fucking pawns? Or you? And the only way you're going to win is by when something tries to trigger you, that you say, no, fuck the 3D. I won't win. They will not win. They will not win in my reality. But if I want to stop reacting to the 3D, then I should probably get a grip and change the 3D. See, that's what I think a lot of you guys would understand, is you wouldn't have to react if you would just, you know, change the 3D. Then you wouldn't have to react to it. But while the change is happening, you may have things that try to trigger you. You can't react. You cannot react. I told you guys 2 days ago, I had something happen that tried to trigger me. And for you guys, happen that tried to trigger me. And for you guys, spiraled. You would have spiraled. But I processed for a minute. And then I said, fuck you. Fuck you. I don't think so. I'm the queen. No one's above me. And so, did it screw anything up? No. No. Because I decided not to spiral. Okay. But again, like I tell you guys, I try to help you guys out. But again, you probably wouldn't be triggered if you didn't go digging. Okay, hold your questions, because we're going to do the cord cutting exercise and the photo method. Okay. Well, good, Bliss, because then you drop the resistance. How to manifest my SP to like my video I posted on his song and start a conversation with me. Okay, well, Francesca, how to manifest your SP to like your video you posted on his song and start a conversation with you. Well, very simple. You can, one, tell yourself that he, you could do a couple ways. You could tell yourself, or you could hear yourself talking to somebody, like the telephone method, right? And you could hear yourself saying, oh my God, whoever his name is, oh my God, he totally just liked my video and slid into my DMs. He totally just liked my video and slid into my DMs. And then hear your friend being like, you're a bad bitch, or whatever. Or like, wow, I'm so happy for you. Okay? That's what you can do. And they will. And they will. Okay? Or you could, who gives it? I mean, you have to kind of ask yourself the priority spectrum here, right? Do you really want him to like your video? Or do you want him to fucking talk to you, right? Like, so try that one, do that one first. And if you need to, you can do something else. Or you can literally, like I said, just tell him, like, you could hear that conversation, or you could be like, if you have his picture, I'm assuming you do, since he's obviously a musician, you could be like, you could talk to him. You just liked my video, and you can't wait to talk. I'm just saying. So, all right. So, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and do the cord cutting exercise, okay? Okay, so the cord cutting exercise here that we do now every single day on TikTok or YouTube, wherever you're watching from. Oh, let me introduce myself first. I am your because we get a lot of new people that trickle in. I am your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption to work in your favor. Mainly SPs, but I've done it all. I've lost over 100 pounds in less than 11 months. No diet, no exercise. I've also manifested oodles of business success twice already. Now's the third. And, and boatloads of cash. So I'm good at it all. I'm going to help you do it. Okay, so if you're interested in having me manifest for you, or you want to book a one-on-one coaching session with me, I manifested my SP back from no contact to fully living with me in a matter of 4 weeks. I'm here to help you do the same. Okay, it is a superpower of mine to find out where you're going wrong by listening to your stories to help you get your shit right. Okay. And on top of that, I have a free WhatsApp community. Go ahead and join that. Get inspired by all the success stories that are going on in there. And also join my live event coming up where we're going to help you eliminate and release those negative emotions stemming all the way back from the way you first felt them, so they don't impact your relationship moving forward. Okay. Also, I'm going to help you remove all of those limiting beliefs as well, so those don't impact you. Okay. Also, I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time, 10 a.m. Pacific time, where on the Tiki Talk. And if you ever miss a live, don't even worry about it. I always repost them on the tube of you. So you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel while you're there. Watch the videos, mute the volume. I don't care. My lives are very long. Help me get my watch hours up so that I can help more people realize that it's about leveraging the law of assumption to work in your favor than following the law, because that's just lame. Okay. All links are in my bio. I also do have, it's April 4th, but you will have the replay lifetime access to it. So you can do it again and again and again. Okay. Also, I do offer text coaching, as well as guided meditations, hypnosis audios. I got them all. Okay. Links are in the bio. All right. And I also offer making you your personalized one. Okay, so now let's get into cord cutting. Energy clearing is basically energy, new beginnings, if you will. Okay, it's not cutting your SP out of your life. No, you have to think through the course of your entire relationship. Every time you had a disagreement, every time you had an argument, you added still energy on top of it, and it compounded over time in your relationship. And now this is why when you think about your SP, you have resentment. When you think about certain things, it bothers you because you're not cutting that energy. You're not clearing that energy between you and SP so that you can start, having fresh energy where something new is there. There's no stale energy anymore. So oftentimes when done correctly, when you do the cord cutting together, you will get contact, because they will, when they think of you, they will think of you very shortly, because there's a shift in energy. Okay. And so when they think about you this time, though, when you pop into their mind this time, it's different. It's not the same stale energy, the same old thing that they had before. Okay. Now they realize something is different. Okay. So that's what this is about. It's about releasing the old energy and putting in and creating only new, fresh energy. Okay. I did this, and my SP, my ex-boyfriend, who I literally was not trying to manifest back at all. I just wanted to clear out the energy with him. And I hadn't talked to him in over 8 years. He contacted me in less than 72 hours. I was like, hey, how's it going? I was like, oh. Yeah. Okay, but understand that it also has to do with how you see your SP, okay? How do you see your SP? See, I never, I'm the type of person, I guess it's my personality, I get over things really quickly. I get over things really fast. Like for me, it's like, life's too short for me to have bent up animosity and frustration about things. For what? For what? I didn't sit there, and so I don't have bad opinions about any of my exes. I mean, some of them I would never date most of them, but I don't have any bad, the guy who I was in an abusive relationship with. I don't have any animosity towards him, right? I don't view him as a completely god-awful human being, okay? my ex that I lived with when I moved to Vegas for, right? I lived there. He had a whole nother girlfriend, which is why I moved back. Again, I don't have any, that's the guy that contacted me after 8 years. I don't have, no, I'm a Libra. That's why I'm so dope. So I don't have any animosity towards him. I don't feel any ill will, if you will. I would like to think, and hopefully this is a light bulb moment for you, I would like to think that I have good taste in people. Okay, I used to say, why do I date losers, right? But I wasn't like, why do I date fucking moron assholes? You know what I'm saying? So there wasn't any of that. So I would like to think that you guys have good you guys should look at that the same way. I have good taste in men. So why do I need to look at my SP as an awful human being? For what? For what? Because what does that say about you and your choice in men, right? Is it's like, no, I have good choices of men. Okay, and you should look at your SP as a good person, okay? I would like to think they are. Why would you want them back, right? They're still good people. So if you looked at them that way, you would get contact a lot quicker if you look at them that way. I know, that's why I love you guys, because Libras are dope. Okay, so let's get a nice comfy little space. Start viewing your SP as a good person, okay? Seriously. Get a nice comfy place, close your eyes, and take three deep breaths in and out. Now I want you to imagine that you are in a theater. It's dark. There's no one there but you. And in front of you, there's a stage. And on that stage, there's a beam of light, like a stage light that goes from the ceiling to the center of the stage. Now, I want you to start staring into that light. And as you stare into the light, and as you stare into the light, you start to notice that you're not alone. You can see a shadowy figure off in the distance, in the back of the stage, out of the light. And as you shift your focus to the shadowy figure, you start to realize that that's your SP. So I want you to call your SP, say their name. And I want you to call them into the light, into the center of the stage. As they step into the light, you start to notice their facial features, their physical features. And you can see a gold cord that runs from your third eye directly into their third eye. Now I want you to ask your SP these two questions. And I want you to hear your SP respond. If you can hear the sound of their voice, great. If you can't, that's okay too. I want you to ask your SP right now, do you support me? Hear them tell you, yes. Now ask them, do you love me? Also hear them tell you, yes. Now, I want you to say these 4 phrases to your SP, but this time, they're not going to respond. I want you to look into your SP's eyes, and I want you to say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Now I want you to reach up with your hand as if it's a pair of scissors. And I want you to cut the gold cord that runs from your third eye. And as that cord begins to fall to the floor, want you to reach up with your other hand. Grab the roots of that gold cord from your third eye, pull them out and just toss them aside. Now, as the cord continues to fall to the floor, you start to notice that your SP begins to float away like a balloon. And he gets smaller and smaller. And they get farther and farther. And smaller and smaller. And smaller. Until they just disappear. Now take one more deep breath in and out and open your eyes. All right, you know, I need to find out where these AI summaries go. It's like AI summary, and I was like, where the hell does it go, though? Let's talk about that. Okay, so now we're going to do the photo method. So go ahead and get a picture of your SP out, okay? Photo method is a very good method because I need to get you good glitter sparkles. I hate those people that are like, take a deep breath in for 7 seconds, and I'm like, it's been 7 seconds. Then it hurts my head because I feel like I got to count how long I've been breathing. Anyway. Okay, so the photo method is where I need to get you guys to start expecting something different from your SPs, okay? You need to start expecting the version of your SP that you, God, now my head hurts from the breath I just took. Okay, anyway, I digress. Okay, we need to get you guys to expect something different. So it's like, soul, yes, you can, actually. Yes, you can. You can absolutely use the photo method for gutter trash. Okay, so is you need to start expecting the version of your SP that you want. Because when you expect the version of your SP to show up how you want them to, they're going to call you, they're going to come and see you, they're going to want to spend time with you, they're going to want to be with you. Because that's the version of your SP you're selecting, okay? So that's what we're here to do now, okay? So I want you to go down memory lane for just one little hot sec. Once you go back to the time in your relationship, usually it's in the beginning, when everything was perfect, like picture perfect. They checked all the boxes, right? They were just everything you've ever wanted in a perfect person. Go back to that version of your SP right now. And I want you to remember that version. Who were they? Spend about 20 seconds. Who were they as a person for you? How do they make you feel? How do they treat you? Go back to that version now. Forget who they were 5 seconds ago. That version of your SP no longer exists. The only version of your SP that exists in your reality from now and moving forward is your perfect person. So I want you to bring that version, hold on to that version of your SP and bring them into your reality now, into your 3D. That is who they are right now for you and only you. Don't worry about who they were 30 seconds ago. That version is gone because you've just replaced that version with your perfect person. The one who's everything to you, the one who calls you all the time, the one who's constantly wanting to spend time with you, the one who wants to be with you, the one who wants to see you. Okay? All right. Now, if you are new here, then I want you to put on your crown. If you're not new here, then I need you to straighten your crown. Because we wear our crowns 24/7 here. We never take our crowns off, ever. We wear them 24/7. We get what we want, and we get it when we want it. You are the queen or the king of your reality. No one is above you in your own house. It is you and only you. And when queens and kings give commands, do they have to check, question, doubt that their commands will be fulfilled? No. When they give a command, they know and expect for it to be done because they're the queen or they're the king, and their wish must be fulfilled. Their command must be fulfilled. So right now, you are just going to know you have your perfect person right now is in your reality, your perfect version. So right now, you're just going to know. Why wouldn't they text me? Because remember, when you were in a relationship with your SP and the perfect version that you just brought into your reality now, back then, did you question if they were going to text you? No. Did you ever wonder if they were going to come see you? No. You just knew because that's who they were. Well, that's not who they are now. So you're just going to know and expect them to do what you're going to tell them to do right now. Now, if you are alone, say this out loud because you can say it with a little bit more of a backbone. If you are not alone, then say it in your mind so you don't look like a weirdo, okay? Now, you're going to look at your SP's photo. Now, if you are in no contact, and I do put you guys on pause so I can go to the bathroom real quick. If you're in no contact with your SP, then you're in contact, but it is not consistent contact, then you're going to look at your SP's photo and you're going to tell them what to do. Your contact, you can say you're contacting me, you're texting me, or you're calling me right now. It doesn't matter. However they would naturally do it is exactly what they will do. If they're not a texter, they're a caller, then they're going to call you, okay? Who gives a shit? Okay, so you're going to look at their photo and say, you're texting me right now. You are texting me right now. You are texting me right now. You are texting me right now, okay? If you are in constant contact, yes, Shanae, you can. If you are in constant contact with your SP, you have two choices. You can tell them they're contacting you right now, or you can move to the next step. You're coming to see me today. 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 Okay. Now, if you're in a situationship or a relationship with your SP, then you can have them do whatever you want them to do. Okay. Whatever you want them to do. So you're going to tell them, you can tell them whatever you want. You can say, they're coming to see you today. You're coming to see me today. You're buying me flowers today. You're going to rub my feet tonight. You're going to give me we're having sexy time tonight. You're cooking me dinner. You're bringing me dinner. Whatever you want them to do today is exactly the command you'll give them. Okay? And now we're just going to do it. You're going to do it right now. And you're going to expect them to do exactly what you tell them to do right now. Okay, we are back. Hopefully you guys feel great about it. Now you can sit back and relax. No need to check. There's nothing to check. Your perfect boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife is going to contact you right now. Why? Because you said so. Because you said so. And no one is above you in your own damn house. So there's that part. Can we just talk about a side little note? I had no idea there were so many live real versions. Good, James. Good. No, for Karma, you cannot ask a question. I'm just kidding. Of course you can. You can use this on... Yes, she does. Why? 'Cause she's a piece of shit. You can use the photo method on anyone you want. Okay, on anyone you want. If it doesn't go, again, it's about leveraging the law, right? And saying, okay, thought transmission isn't like you can only speak to your SP. Sorry, there's no one else receives your thoughts. No. That's not how that works. Thought transmission works both directions, okay? So where we leverage the law is saying if it works both directions, if there's getter trash involved, well then guess what? Let's have a little chat. Let's have a little chat. Let's have a little chat. Let me tell you what your shit's gonna be too, right? Except it should go a different direction, right? So instead, it should be like you actually hate him. You hate everything about him. You don't like him at all. You hate him. Like, you've moved on. Actually, you found somebody else. You found somebody else and you've moved on. Thank you very much. Sayonara. Tululu. I did that. I had to go get my own, but it was fine. Exactly, Brandy. Exactly. It's about playing the petty game, but playing it to win. And realizing you can look at your SP, you can say whatever it is you want to your SP. You can say your affirmations to your SP. You can go and say, you can say your rampage to your SP as well. Yeah, absolutely it works. Natalie, doesn't even matter. They can have sunglasses on. Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter at all. Because your subconscious mind knows who you're talking to. Okay, remember, your subconscious mind doesn't have eyes, so it doesn't know who it doesn't know who you're looking at, but it does know what you're saying. Okay, and so it knows who you're talking to, because you know who you're talking to. Okay, so it knows who you're talking to, and so you can use that to push them away. Okay, where it's their decision now. And then sit back and grab a popcorn. But you can say your affirmations to your SP. You can say your rampage to your SP as well. Just turn it into you and not he or she, right? Because you're talking to somebody, okay? You can say your rampage to them. You can say whatever it is you want to them. Well, for karma, it depends. It depends on your situation. Okay, so like if you have to drive past this person's home for a reason, well then no. Keep driving past their home. Now, if you're driving past your SP's home to check in on him, then yeah, take another route, bitch. Don't do that, right? Because oftentimes it'll trigger you, okay? If you don't have to drive by their home. If you're driving by just literally to see if they're home and to check on them, then I would highly advise against that. And the reason for that is because let's say you're driving by your SP's home and you notice a car in the driveway. You don't know whose car that is, but you see a car in the driveway. Well, now guess what that's going to do to you? That is now going to trigger you to question, who the fuck's car is that? What's he doing in there? Who's he with? That isn't going to help you in any sense of that word. That's not going to help you at all. Cool, Zozo. I'm very excited to work with you. Okay, so that type of shit ain't going to work, girl. That ain't going to help in your manifestation, okay? So only because your subconscious mind doesn't know you're driving by his home unless you tell yourself you are, but it knows based on your reaction of what you're thinking, okay? Yeah, exactly. If it's going to trigger, you know yourself better than anybody. So if that's what you're doing, yeah, I would advise against it. You know, because, I mean, I used to do that, to be quite, I didn't have to drive. I would walk past. But only to see if he was home. That was it. But I wasn't like, if he wasn't home, I wasn't like, oh, where's he at? What's he doing? Like, I was just like, oh, he's at home. Then I would just bring my happy ass back home. But that's it. Terry. Hey, don't worry. I got a client that would I have a client that would drive an hour and a half just to check. And then she would drive an hour and a half just to check. And she had a road dog, right? Like she had a homegirl that was like down for the cause. She'd be like, come on. We're going to check. She'd be like, can we get food on the way? Right? Like a whole ass steak, like a stakeout. Like a stakeout. And so she'd be like, just get your fucking shoes on, let's go get in the car. And they would ride together. And I was like, I love that. At least she had a road dog. A ride or die. And she would do that. But then she'd be like around the corner from his home and he'd fucking call her. And then, and he'd call her. So she'd be like, obviously he's not doing anything, right? Or she'd be driving in, or she'd be in front of his home and he'd fucking call her. One time he came walking out of the home or whatever, and they like had to do it like a speed off. Like they didn't want him to know. I was like, well, how about we don't do that anymore? There's no more drive-bys anymore. Oh, damn, that's a long ass time, girl. Flashing 22 hours, damn. I hate driving. Long distance. I hate driving long distance. I despise it. My boyfriend, he doesn't mind. Me, on the other hand, I despise it. Furthest way I drove was from Texas. I had to pick up my car. Don't ask why my car was in Texas. This is a long story about that. I did a little drug muling back in my days. It's not a lie, actually. It wasn't like hard shit. It was weed. Because the Cali got the good weed, you know, in case you didn't know. And so anyway, I had to pick up my car. It was in El Paso and drive it to Mississippi. That was the most boring drive of my fucking life. Most boring drive of my life. Texas is the most boring state to drive through in the world. And I was alone. So my boyfriend at the time was like, just pull into a rest stop and take a nap. I'm not pulling into no goddamn, that's how people get murdered around here. I'm not pulling into a rest stop and take a nap. Have you seen me? Do I look intimidating to you? It's like kidnap 101. Come on now. I'm from California. You gotta be smarter than that shit. I ain't gonna put myself in a position to allow myself to be in danger. My brother, Shanae, his friend came, our friend told him that he was going to come pick him up, like, let's go hang out. And my brother's like, all right, cool, I'm down. He gets in my friend's car, and he's like this. And he gets in my friend's car, all of a sudden they're driving up to some house. And his friend starts to lower, like, the seat, you know, like that. And my brother looks at him and he goes, what the fuck are we doing? He's like, is this a stakeout? He's like, yeah. He's like, dude, bring my ass home. The funny things we do for love. I've never done a stakeout before. Actually, I did one time, but it wasn't for a guy that I was... I'm weird like that. I did a stakeout for something totally different. Shanae, a loud ass car's like, you're like, God damn it. Oh, well, you know, I drive 22 hours for some sexy time. Why not? Why not? I can't do that. I'm good for like a solid 6. It would take me a week and a half to get multiple places because I'm driving 6 hours and I'm like, where are we pulling over to eat and relax? Why does it seem like SP goes ghost once I'm not in town? I want more consistent communication. Okay, Dade. So, again, it's probably a pattern, okay? So, it always happens just one time. And then the second time you think about it because of the first time, and then it happens again, and now we got a pattern, okay? So, your SP it seems like your SP goes ghost once you're not in town and you want more consistent communication because probably one time you left town, right? And he went silent. So then the next time you were in town, everything was great. And then you left again and he went a little bit, and you were like, is it going to be like last time where I'm not going to hear from him until I come back into town? Well, then now you didn't hear from him again, right? So now you're like, see, now he goes ghost. Why does he go ghost when I tend to leave town? So now you got a pattern created. So now it happens again and again and again and again and again. Versus, like, no, actually, we talk more when I'm not in town than when I am. You know, he cannot stand a minute. Every minute we're apart, he falls even more in love with me. All he can think about when I'm away, when I'm out of town, is me. That he is constantly talking to me. He communicates with me daily. And when I'm not in town, he communicates even more with me. Change that pattern, okay, in your mind. So the next time you're in town, you can't think the same thoughts anymore. You can't be like, okay, I'm leaving now. Be like, yeah, no, actually I'm leaving now. And that means, and because I'm leaving, he's going to talk to me every fucking day, all day. Okay? Change the pattern now, and it will start to change and transform. Okay? Yeah, Terry, you know you're inviting people on a road trip with you. You guys are so funny. You're like, road trip, we'll just stop at all the SP's homes. But don't trip, because I'm not going to, you won't have to knock on the door, then you just send your friend, you know. I'm just kidding, highly advise against that. Exactly, Shanae. What if everyone I go out of town, he's extra obsessed? How can I leverage this? Okay, yeah. So every time you go out of town, like he's obsessed, like, okay, so you know he's obsessed with you, clearly, right? So it's like, he is so obsessed with me. He's so obsessed with me because that's something you know about him, that he literally cannot stand to be away from me, even for a second. Like, he has to be near me all the time, because that's what you want. Okay? He's so obsessed with me that he'll do anything to show me that every single day. Whatever it takes, he'll do to show me that every single day. But he said he wanted to take things slow. Your SP are back in contact. No name. We'll call you no name. My S, because you literally have no name. How is that possible? How the hell is that even possible? My SP and I are back in contact, but he said he wanted to take things slow. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? I literally shove down your throats every single day. Who gives a shit what he said? I don't care if he said he wants to take things slow. What is he, a fucking snail? Snails take things slow. I don't think so. You'll take things how I tell you you're going to take them. In fact, he can't, he changed it in your mind. He doesn't want to take things slow, okay? And the only reason why he's saying that is because when you guys became back in contact, you're still questioning, right? Which is why you have to still affirm after you get your manifestation, is that parts of you are still questioning it, okay? Is it going to revert back? Is it going to leave again? Like these different things like that, right? So now he wants to take now we're back in contact. Where is this headed? Now he wants to take things slow. So again, we don't verbalize, we internalize, okay? So you don't need, oh yes, all right, bitch. All right, Sinead, Jesus. She's relentless. Part of her problem with the 3D, but she's relentless. And I love her. But you need to flip that. So instead it's like take things slow. No. He loves the fact that we're back in contact. Like he cannot wait. He has to talk to me all the time. He literally has to talk to me all the time because he's obsessed with me. Right? Flip it in your mind. He will only take things, he'll continue to want to take things slow if you're unsure where this is headed. Okay, so no, I don't think so. Control the narrative. Control the narrative all the time. Okay, no, I know exactly where the fuck this is headed. Yes. This is not headed down slow fucking alley. No. Actually, I've decided that we're going to put the accelerator on this bad boy. So, since I've decided, I'll decide how fast or slow this relationship will go. Thank you very much. Hey, Becky. Okay, that's what I'm going to decide. And the minute you decide, then he will rev things up. He will rev things up the minute in your mind. It's like, no. I don't think so. But it's cute. It's cute. You thought you had to say so. I don't fucking think so. Okay? I love it when you love to think that they have it, when you love to let them think they have a say so, when they don't. Okay, Zozo, when starting, do we start off slow, like they are contacting me, or go to we are back together? I recommend all the above. Okay? I would recommend all the above. So if you're, okay, so if they're if you were saying they're contacting me, then you are a no contact. I'm going with that one, okay? So this is where the base affirmations that I always suggest to all of you on the live is, if you're a no contact, because these work really well, is he's so obsessed with me, because who doesn't want that, right? I'm all he ever thinks about, because these two lead to contact, okay? He's always calling and texting me, contact. He's constantly spending time with me, more contact. He'll do anything to be in a relationship with me right now, or we're getting back together right now. Relationship. Okay? So therefore, you already have those assumptions being created. Okay? Or you can pick one. We're getting back together right now. We're getting back together right now. But oftentimes, the reason why I suggest the other ones is because at least one or two of your affirmations must be worded for movement. So it's where they're always doing something, constantly doing something, or every single day. Okay, because when you do that, that creates the movement, right? Because you can sit there and say all day long that he is so obsessed with me and have him never fucking contact you. Because do you also know what type of people are so obsessed with people? Stalkers. He could very much be completely obsessed with you. He could think about you 24/7. He can like all your stories and still never talk to you. Never talk to you. Okay, so that's not the vibe we're going with here. Yeah, fuck that. Plus, we're getting back together right now is good. However, when you're in no contact, sometimes it's demotivating in my experience, at least. It's demotivating for people to not see movement, right? But when people see movement, that excites them, that motivates them, that encourages them to keep going, right? So this is where I say in my video that has not been posted yet about signs and synchronicities, right? Signs, and of course, I said, who the fuck decided 111, 222 and all that shit is a sign? A person did. Okay, so if that's the case, how do we leverage the law again, right? Because here's the thing about signs, okay? Signs increases your confidence level in your manifestation, okay? It boosts your motivation. It increases your confidence in your manifestation and thus accelerates your manifestation, okay? That's the whole point of signs, okay? That's literally what that means for you. So when you get good at creating signs that you want, then what happens is that all of a sudden you start seeing the signs, right? Because like I told you guys yesterday, when you create a sign, what it does is it activates your RAS, reticular activator system, which is constantly, its job is to scan your surroundings looking for more of that for you. So therefore, you go from seeing, a butterfly here and there to seeing them often now, because they've always actually been there. But since, it's not like the universe is bringing all of these fucking butterflies to you, okay? They've always been there, but out of your conscious awareness. So when your RAS is activated, now you become consciously aware of those now. So you start to see them more often, okay? And so if that increases your motivation, if it boosts your motivation and increases your confidence that your manifestation is here, that it is here now, that it's coming, then what does that do? That hypes you up like, oh shit, let me persist. Therefore, speeds that shit right on up. So everything's a sign. You know how my video started, actually? It said, the top signs that your manifestation is coming. And they're really good. So you're gonna wanna pay attention. Then I get my intro, and then I'm like, everything's a sign. Everything's a fucking... That's how my whole video goes. Because I have to bring logic into manifesting, right? Because if your conscious mind, if in between your conscious and your subconscious mind is a critical factor that accepts or rejects information, that's the only job it has, then if you're consciously thinking about something, it has to, if you're consciously like watching a video and then now you're contemplating what they're saying, it has to make sense to you. You're the analyzer, the thinker, the analyzer, the logical part of your mind is your conscious mind, okay? So it has to contemplate, does this make sense? If the answer to that is yes, then it accepts it into your subconscious mind. Okay, so this is why a lot of the beliefs, your core beliefs are stored as a child, because you didn't question things, right? Like you weren't like, well, logically, does that make sense? Right? It's like, no, it came from my parent. Of course it makes sense, right? Of course, because it's a trusted source. Okay, so this is where things change for you. You'll notice a shift starts to transpire, okay? So you have to think logically speaking. I forgot my train of thought there, but again, it's leveraging the law. It's saying, okay, signs, Neville Goddard says this, birds before land. Signs are a big thing in the manifestation community. So if that's the case, well then how do I leverage that to work for me, right? And so you do that by making up your own shit. Everything's a sign. that my manifestation is here. Here. He's here right now. Clarissa, that is a story, that is not the description that you want of your SP. Okay? You cannot look at your husband as being emotionally blocked. Not anymore. Not anymore. No, actually, he's constantly communicating his feelings to me. He tells me everything. Like, literally, like, what blocks? I don't even know what emotionally blocked implies, but it's the fact that you want him, no, you change that version of him. He's only that way because, one, he could have told you that, okay, based on his reality, okay, based on his reality, based on his experiences and his reality from the past. Or two, he did something or reacted some kind of way that made you assign a meaning to that, saying, oh, he's emotionally blocked. Or ChatGPT told you that. You know, one of the three. One. You guys in the ChatGPT game kill me. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm going to write a note about making a video about ChatGPT. Who the fuck? Listen. If you're going to run your shit, if you're going to run your SP through ChatGPT, then you should give it very specific prompts, okay? You can't be like, what does this mean? He's acting this way, what does this mean? You can't do that because all they're going to do is scour Google looking for that shit, looking for it, okay? So instead, you should give it an identity first and foremost, okay? And play with this, not with your SP. Play with it on something else, like your mom. Something you don't really care, okay? And what you would do is you would play with it to find the prompts. So you would say something like, you are Jen, my manifestation bestie, where you teach how to leverage the law of assumption to work in your favor, or you're expert at the law of assumption. And I need you to tell me what I want to hear. I want you to rave about my SP, whatever. And then pop your shit in there and spit out what you want, right? I want you to tell me only what I want to hear, especially if you guys are going to listen to that shit. Because the problem with you putting ChatGPT, yeah, the problem with like, I use it for business purposes. Like, I've never thought about putting my SP or an argument I had or a dream I had into ChatGPT and being like, help a sister out here. What does that mean? Because the problem when you do that, is it fucks with your thoughts. It messes with your thoughts, okay, about your person. Because all of a sudden, it doesn't even know, you have to understand this, it doesn't even know your person, okay? It doesn't even know your person. It only knows what the fuck you're feeding it, what you're telling it, okay? So you're giving your perspective. Understand this, okay? You're giving your side of the story. And as you say, you know, what's that saying? Oh yeah, there's two sides to every story, okay? It's only hearing one side. So it's supposed to formulate an opinion based on that side of the story. So it starts telling you about your SP. He's acting distant because he has trust issues. He obviously has some insecurities going on with himself. So now it's describing all about your SP. And now what is that doing here? Oh my God, he's got insecurities. He has trust issues. There might be somebody else. There might be a little infidelity. Like, what? And now you're fucking it up because now you've just changed your opinion of him and selected the version of your SP now that has insecurities, trust issues, and might be cheating on you. Why the fuck would you wouldn't do that? Why would you want to do that? I wouldn't. I certainly wouldn't. So let's calm that down. Okay, let's calm that down. But again, if you're going to feed it, then yeah. It's funny when you have a name that no one can pronounce because it's clearly in a different language. And yes, first of all, I do like to yap all day, and you're on my live. So how fucking stupid do you sound because you're on my live? And you feel bad for my husband? First of all, it's my boyfriend. Second of all, there's nothing to feel bad about. Don't worry, honey. Don't worry. And if you want to, because you have to look at it this way, and please don't block him yet, because I'll have fun with this moron. I'll have fun with you all fucking day, bitch. Okay? How stupid do you look clicking on my live, hanging out on my live, commenting on my live again? I don't watch lives that I have I'm not interested in. I don't listen to people that I find annoying. I don't do any of that shit. So how fucking stupid do you look at? How stupid do you look? And if you're in any relationship, which I'm willing to bank that you're probably not, I feel sorry for you. And I feel sorry for her. Or him. Whatever your pleasure. Okay? But go find a hobby. And stay off comics. Stop being a comment thug. Stop being a comment thug. Because you look real fucking stupid. You look real stupid. That's exactly why you feel bad. Don't feel bad, because guess what? He doesn't feel bad. I don't feel bad. Nobody else feels bad. You're the one that looks fucking pathetic. You're the one that looks pathetic. Go get a job. Maybe that. Or maybe you should go on a dating website. Maybe you should go find somebody for you. Because I already have my person. So don't feel bad for my man at all. You look fucking stupid. Yeah. Pathetic. Dude, this is what happens. People are fucking ridiculous. I don't go on people's lives and talk shit for fucking what? For what? Oh, that's right, because I actually have a life. But you know, as they say, haters will make you famous. So, I love how people love to give me their opinion, as if I solicited their opinion or advice about me. And feeling bad about you feel bad for my man? Why? For what? Don't. James. That's right. Hey, you know what? I just thought the whole shit was funny. I was like, no, why block him at first? For what? Because he's the one wasting his time and energy on my video, which is like, and it said here, he's a rising star of my lives. Oh, okay, well. And we've already established, why state the obvious? We've already established the fact that I love to talk. And I don't deny that shit. But this is where I'm telling you guys, this is where you guys kind of need a little bit of a backbone, you know, and let people understand, you know, people can come for you all day long. I don't need anybody to tell me about my shit at all. Nova, do you believe in God? And if so, is it manifestation? No. I don't know what the fuck that last word means. See, I simplify terms. But do I believe in God? Yes, I believe in a higher power, because I think it sounds a little stupid to sit there and think, well, what the fuck created all this? Personally, if you want my humble opinion, I think we're all one big petri dish science project. But again, somebody or something created this, okay? However, God also created you to be the creator, and it says this in the Bible, that you're all gods of your own reality, that you're all gods. Well, why would he say that? Right? He gave you the ability to make decisions, to decide, to have free will, to do all of that stuff. So, I mean, I wouldn't take it all extreme and think that like the dawn of the day is coming soon. What do they call it? Armageddon? I don't believe in that shit. But I believe there's something or some source higher than us, right? But manifestation isn't something that you're doing, right? It's like manifestation is not something where it's like you got a whole altar seance thing and you gotta do like all these rituals to manifest. Like you don't have to do all that. Like law of attraction teaches technique after technique, right? But manifestation is something that you've always been doing your entire life, right? Because he also gave you the ability to have thoughts. okay? And so your thoughts are curating your reality. You've been doing this forever. It's got nothing to do with your higher power. Plus, look at it this way. If you believe in a higher power, God, the universe, whatever, okay? If you believe in a higher power, then you also believe that you're here for a purpose, right? I don't think your higher power put you on earth for you to suffer, be miserable, live a terrible fucking life, have horrible things happen to you, for you to be upset, lonely, heartbroken. I don't believe that any higher power would have ever put anybody here for that purpose at all. But he also gave you the ability to create your own reality, to choose what comes and what goes, to decide, to be the creator of your reality. That's what he gave you the ability to do. So your higher power wants what's best for you. He gave you, everybody, the innate ability to curate their own realities, to manifest. That's what he gave you the ability to do. So that's all we're doing, is leveraging our abilities to work for us instead of letting them just run on autopilot. So, and stop being victims. Ooh, guys, I gotta jump. I gotta jet. Yes, Sariana. Well, I have the link in my bio. I can go ahead and help you out ASAP, sister. ASAP, girlfriend. Okay. So yeah, if you're interested in having me manifest for you, or you want one-on-one coaching with me, go ahead. All links are in the bio. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That link's also in the bio. Watch my lives. Support a sister out so we can teach people to leverage the law. So therefore, everyone can get everything they've ever wanted and more, you know, because this is our reality. So what the fuck do we look like being victims and mediocre in our own reality? Oh, I will, girl. Okay. So I love you all so much. Okay. If you have any questions, my DMs are always open to you. If you want to get started, click all the links. Oh yeah. I work with a lot of people in the UK, So I love you guys all. Bye, besties. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.